Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, people of the world. How are you guys doing?
Hello.
We have the one and only, the greatest, the Alf Filandi of Finland, the one and only.
Oh, oh, this is called the Freaky Fridays with Frank.
How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I can see so many of you in the chat. I see Stash. I see um Ayenora. I see Jazz or Jax. Did I pronounce your name well? That would be the day. I see. Look, we have Anta in the comment. Look at that.
Yeah,
Powerful stuff.
very powerful stuff. What do you
Very
have for
powerful.
us today, Frank?
Today we have a lot of wonderful things. We are going to be talking about a lot of interesting, stories. Today, Yasa
Very
is like
powerful,
go straight,
as you
go
said.
straight to the point. Don't waste our time. Just go to what we are about to talk about today. But before we go straight to the point, guys, we want you to hit the like button. We are 36 currently that are live. If you hit the like button, the algorithm, you know how YouTube work. They push it to other people, and then people get to join us live, so people don't miss it. So hit that
Yeah,
like button, smash it, destroy it. Just from the beginning of this live stream to the end, don't stop pressing that like button. Okay, just keep hitting the like button. Commit jihad on the like button. Declare the lordship of Almighty Allah on the like button. Do all of that, okay? Say the Shahada on the like button. Anything you want to do it on the like button, and God will richly bless you. Amen. All right, guys. This live stream we are going to be talking about a couple of things. Uh, we're going to be talking about. We're going to follow up on the story we started covering. I think last week or last 2 weeks about what's going on in the Olympics with the participation of men in female sports or XY in XX sports, because these days that's the only best way to the most politically correct way to talk about the situation right now is to say XY in XX sports. There's a future where women will be described as XX people and men will be called XY. Do you see that? Do you see that future approaching? Yes, and you see it coming quickly.
I don't know. We already have it. What do you mean?
It will be like, oh, see those double X people. Double X is
Yeah.
coming. She's you see that double X walking down the street. Oh,
No,
I'm
we
in love with
call
the
them the old
double X.
school women. We call them the
You
old
say,
school women. The modern
oh,
women are more trendy. They have dicks.
yeah, and they are very competitive, and watching them, fight is very interesting. It's like
Yeah.
it's a very interesting thing to see. Very
Yeah,
wonderful stuff. You
some
know.
people like to see women get beat up. It's very common in the world, surprisingly.
I'm telling you, that is the Olympics 2024. Wife beating out, beating women. Domestic violence is now a sport apparently.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. Like
yeah, you
they
wanted to
say in
say
the
something.
chat, it's a brave new world, Frank. It's a very brave new world.
Yes, and a man's word. A man's word. The best that it's the best time to be a man is now. As long as you're a trans man from Morocco or from Algeria, perfect.
As long as
Yeah.
you're a Muslim man, you can be anything, bro.
No, you don't
In the
even, I don't
West,
even think I don't even think he is restricted to just Muslim. As long as you are not white. The one thing you should not be right now is white. Don't be
Frank, you don't
white.
understand. They've declared me the most widest far right dude in Finland. So even if I can be like this crazy far right dude,
Mm.
has nothing to do with skin color. I think it has more about to do about their
But
ideologies.
you are from Turkey. You are from Turkey. And the last time I checked, the father of the nation is a Jew. So your case is kind of different. Okay. So
Look at my nose,
let's leave
Frank.
it.
Look at my nose, Frank.
Yeah, you see, look. Yes, this is something this is one of the things we are going to talk about. Is the fact that we just discovered recently that actually Turkish people, they might be Jewish. There's something there. They have some Jewishness in them. Okay, so we are going to talk about that, and we are also going to What else? What else? Yeah, we're going to talk about Nigeria. The
Did you hear the Nigerian the boxer said
yes,
there is a Jewish
yeah.
Zionist conspiracy targeting him, that they're claiming that he's a man. It is a Jewish
Oh,
Zionist
yeah,
conspiracy.
yeah, 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 yeah. The Algerian person said that
Mm.
the Jewish media is trying to trying to
Yeah,
discredit
sneaky
like
Jews like me,
yeah,
sneaky Turkish Jews like me.
African Jews. I also did African Jews, Turkish Jews,
Oh yeah,
Jews
those damn
everywhere.
Jews, those
J.K. Rowling
goddamn
Jews,
Jews.
Elon Musk Jew, all kinds of Jews are just after Iman Khalif or Khalif. I don't know how her name is
That poor
pronounced. Or his name.
Algerian woman. Give her a
Yeah.
Nobel already.
Yeah, and also we are going to read a puff piece that was written about the Palestinian runner. I don't know if you know about the runner from Palestine who was actually born in Colorado Spring, and
Like an
and her
American, just an
surname,
American lady.
and her surname is Al Masri, which is Arabic for the Egyptian. So
Egyptian, yeah.
yeah, the
So
Egyptian is her
she's
surname.
an Egyptian American person who's competing with under the Palestinian flag, but probably has
Yeah,
never been into Palestine.
Not qualified. It was not the fact that she qualified. She was invited. It's an honorary invitation, and she doesn't even stand a chance of winning. She's not that good of an athlete. But who cares? She's from Palestine. That's all.
She looked Italian, they say in the chat.
Look, she looks very white. Look,
Mamma
you see her.
mia, Palestina.
Very white. Very, very white. She looks so white. Oh, she looks so white, but who cares? If you are focused on her skin color, then you are racist, obviously. So
Nothing
that's
matters.
not.
Everybody can be anything, Frank.
Yes. I'm that's the brave new world we are living in. I'm adjusting. It's a difficult thing for me to adjust to, but I'm adjusting. I'm trying to let go of the old ways. Okay, let go of the old ways,
bad ways,
the bad ways, of
conservative
how we
ways,
and embrace the new way, the new everything. So that's what we'll be trying to achieve in this live stream, to embrace the new way.
Frank, chromosomes are a far right conservative racist conspiracy theory. Chromosomes don't matter. You understand? Like
all.
Anybody can. Why are you against
something that was
Frank?
invented?
Why does this?
Yeah,
Why does this bother you so much, Frank? Why do you have?
I'm not.
Against
Who
all
said
of
I'm against it? No, I'm not against. Who you see? No. I'm not against this. I am 1,000% in support of this. I am not. Okay, I am fully in support of this. I love seeing women get beaten, wounded, punched. I like it because that is the only way to empower trans women. That's the basic reason why I like
those poor oppressed trans
all
women who are
trans women, from especially the ones from North Africa. That's the only way to empower them. Okay, that is just
those poor African trans women. It's getting worse and worse, Frank. Soon they're like those poor midget, trans, black, gay, they're gonna find this ultimate person who has all of these.
Who you cannot criticize.
Traits, and it's gonna be. It's gonna be
that person. Yes, we are going to find that person who is just the epitome of victimhood. When you look at this person, you see victim. Yeah, even when you
we're gonna declare that as a god king. It's gonna be the god king of the world, some mutant 8-armed fucked up.
when you look at the dictionary for the definition of victim, the person's picture will be next to it, as an illustration, in case you don't understand what they are talking about.
He will rule the world, but he will be a victim, the greatest victim of them all.
I'm telling you. Meanwhile, let's
my favorite, Frank. We were talking about this, how much I hate black women.
Yes. Before we went live, we were talking. I told him that we are going to the first video we are going to react to is from Candace Owens, and he was like, "Wow, finally my opportunity to hate black women." You need to see how happy. Yes, I was. It was like, finally, the opportunity to hate the black women live. You see sexism, and racism. In fact, some hint of Turkish supremacy. You see it on display today. So brace yourself, guys.
I'm just being a Turkish Jew, man. Candace Owen hates us Turkish Jews. So
Look at
if you
what Drew
if you criticize Candace Owens, you obviously hate black women. You hate black women, Frank. You hate
yeah,
black
yeah.
women.
You don't like when black women are freed from
No.
the
You're
slave
just
man.
acting white. You just want a white. You just want a white lady, Frank. You're hating on black women as you're doing in this video. Hating on a proud black woman like Candace Owens. You're always acting like a white person, being articulate and reading books. Such
No, no,
racist
no.
person of you.
But I agree with. I don't know what you're saying, but because I agree with Candy. So everything she's about to say in this 20-second clip, I agree with it 100%. Everything she's saying, I'm like, amen. Okay, so I don't know why I say everything she's about to say right now. I'm about to agree with it 1,000%. So I don't know how you can call me racist and say it's you. You are the one who is about to disagree with her. So don't project.
Okay, okay,
Right?
okay, 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 okay.
Well, Drew said free thinking Candace Owens has uncovered research revealing Mustafa Ataturk was secretly Jewish. Every day her show becomes more and more unhinged. So let's look at what Candace Owens have to say.
There is evidence, this is going to be extremely controversial, but I will link to you this evidence that Ataturk was Danme. Ataturk came from a region where there was a strong Sabbatian stronghold, and there was an Israeli historian, an Israeli individual who wrote a book, which has now been discontinued, who said, yeah, I met him before he became Ataturk, and yeah, he was Jewish. There is evidence, this is going to be extremely controversial.
Yeah, and he was.
This is one thing. You see, some people need to understand the definition of evidence. I think some people don't. When they open their mouth and say evidence, do you understand what evidence is? It's not somebody made a claim and then you say, "Oh, that claim is now evidence." You don't understand what evidence means. Evidence means there is proof of it. There's proof that this person is indeed Jewish, or there are facts that suggest that this person is Jewish.
You know
Not
what this is?
someone said.
This is a typical Islamist propaganda that the Islamists in Turkey also likes to spread, because Ataturk was very secular and he was like, he wasn't really against Islam, but he wanted to westernize and industrialize, and he put the mosques in check and secularize the country and forbid the hijab and all of this. He looked at French people. He wanted to become like the French people. And that's why the Islamists hate him, and they spread this anti-Semitic stupid conspiracy against Ataturk, who is he has Greek roots. He's not Jewish. He has Turkish Greek roots. His mom was probably a Greek person. His dad was Turkish, but he founded the modern Turkish Republic. He is the father of all Turks. That his name literally Ata Turk means Ata is the grandfather, the ones who came before the Turk, and so he's the grandfather of all Turks. So what the fuck is he even talking about? How can the grandfather of the Turkish nationality, the Turkish identity? There is no Turkish identity before Ataturk. There is only Ottoman identity before Ataturk. There is no Turkish, whatever you want to call it. It's a very new nation. It's a secular nation. So fuck her, seriously. Fuck you. That's a Islamist propaganda. It's so obvious. Her and what is that? Mr. Sneaky, and all of these streamers and all of these people, they're getting influenced by the Andrew Tate pipeline Islamists who are feeding them all of these bullshit about how the secular country of Turkey, Ataturk is a Jew, and Erdogan is now saving Turkey from the Jews, and all of this Islamist bullshit. And she's just repeating it for the Western audience because they are getting canceled from everywhere because of their stupidity, and now they're grifting the Muslim audience. They're just grifters. They are grifting the Muslim audience, telling what the Muslims want to hear, so they get money from rich people from Dubai and all of this bullshit. Fuck her, seriously. Go fuck her.
You can say all of that. You can say all of that, but she read it somewhere. Somebody said it. So if you want yours to become evidence, all you have to do right now is to write it in a book. Okay? You have to write a book, and and that is it. I can in the future say I read a book by Anta Yaşa, and he said Ataturk was Turkish. He founded the Turkish identity, and then I'll be like, that's my evidence,
It's
Why can't
these people that she doesn't know anything. She's just a typical American black lady
this
from
is the
somewhere
thing
who's
that
getting influenced here and there, and she thinks she's so smart and blah blah blah. It's just a
this is the,
typical American bullshit.
yeah, this is the typical Candace Owens is acting like a child who just read something or heard about something for the first time. And when you are in school and you are learning something for the first time, you go home, you want to tell your parents about this new thing that you learned, and you're like, this is revolutionary, this is great. Even though these are things that if your parents want to humor you, they'll be like, oh wow, is that what you learned? Tell me more about it. And then you go ahead telling them something like you just discovered, you just invented the wheel, or you discovered fire or something like that, and your parents are just encouraging you. That is how Candice Owens and her fan base are like. She sounds like a child who just came across new information for the first time. She's sharing it with her fan base, and they're encouraging her to be like, "Oh yeah, is that interesting? Oh, tell us more." And she's like, "Yes, I'm telling you revolutionary stuff, something that no other person has ever uncovered or discovered ever, or have ever stated." And just like children, she does not even fact check what she's saying. She feels if it is said, then it has to be true, or there is some truth to it, or it might be controversial, but there is evidence. And she just goes out and say those things. And for me, it's just funny. And she
Yeah,
does not.
it's very obvious who's influencing her. She's just getting influenced by Muslims. This is
I don't even
Islamist
think
propaganda.
this is the thing about people like her, and the fact that this also I think she's grifting. So maybe she discovers an information. She's like, this is something that this particular audience will gravitate towards, and I want to get views, and I know this is going to be controversial, so I'm going to go ahead and say it, and then get those. I don't think she cares about Turkey, or cares about Turkish identity, or cares about Ataturk or anything. I don't think she cares about that subject enough to even know what is true about it. She doesn't care about many of the things she talk about, but she knows that there are people who care about it. And if she a popular person, lends her voice to the opinion that they already have, is going to boost her, like all social media currency, and make more people
But
put more
didn't
eyes
she
on.
get fired? She got fired from
Yeah,
that conservative
yeah.
media.
She got
Ben
fired
Shapiro.
from the Daily Wire.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro and all of those.
And I don't know why. Like every time I listen to her, I wonder what could it be that she was saying, or that would make
She's very anti-Semitic, and her bosses are literal Jews. Like, what are you talking about?
There is nothing she has said, nothing wrong. Okay, she has said absolutely nothing wrong.
No. What's the reactions? Can we read some reactions to this?
Oh, you want to
video?
read what people said in the comments?
Yeah.
There is you said, "Oh, I'm convinced she's being manipulated by Islamists."
There we go. August 4. I've said this.
And this person said, "I'm looking forward to Candice discovering that she too was Jewish all along."
Everybody is Jewish.
So this person said, according to popular culture, now everyone is secretly Jewish. Even you and me, even Muslims are secretly Jewish. Exactly. Somebody said talks are about to go.
I'm shit on her now. Let's see. Can you open that? Can you open that comment? What's the comments to that?
Somebody say thinker is definitely not a description of.
Turk's going ape shit on her. You're calling me a fucking Jew.
Say thinker is definitely not a description of Candice Owens. They say Ataturk is not Jewish, but why would he be insulted? Why would be?
Don't even bother.
I don't even bother trying to understand what this person is saying. Yeah, I like you said, there are people in Turkey who are like, yeah, we believe this, and we are going to spread this nonsense conspiracy. This is, I said, good luck to her going to Istanbul and educating the Turkish people on this.
Hey, dudes, you're actually Jews, bro.
Did you guys know that you guys are actually Jews? Are you aware? Go to ancestry.com. People are from Israel. Interesting stuff. Anyways, meanwhile, while we are on the subject, let's talk about the Olympics. Let's move.
His real name was Miriam Ataboski. She had a name, sex, and religion changed over the weekend in Paris, and she became Atatürk.
Where are you? Okay. Where are you reading from? Is it a comment?
The last comment there.
This one.
Last
Okay.
No,
This
no.
one here.
One. Down. Go down.
Okay. His real name is Miriam Ataboski. She had a name, sex, and religion change over a weekend in Paris.
And became a Jew.
That's exactly what they mean by conversion. That's what it means to convert. When you see one thing, I believe that the BBC does not like Nigeria. When we lost to the US in the semifinals, look at what they said. USA trash Nigeria. I'm like, come on. Trash is a strong word. What do you mean by trash? After people say you are not racist, this is very racist
You're
of
trash,
you. We
Frank.
lost.
You're trash,
We
Frank.
lost. You don't have to say. You don't have to say. We lost. Fine.
Trash.
Okay. It was we suffered defeat.
That's
Fine.
BBC for you. Did you see what Momus was telling about a BBC zoologist?
No. I didn't say that. What did he
Google BBC zoologist getting 10-year sentence.
Let me check that.
I think you'll like
You
it.
already like getting
10-year
getting what?
sentence.
10 years.
10-year sentence.
BBC process by James for
1 day ago. This is new. This is new.
Look at the guy. You can know. This is what it means to be a dog lover.
Oh,
This is what it means to be.
Nah, haram.
This is what it means to be a dog lover. This is what it means.
Put the title back. Why are you hiding the title? Go. No. There, you see what they do. You see what the BBC people are up to.
BBC.
Okay.
This is what is supposed to be written. This is how it's supposed to be written. BBC Crocs expert jailed for trashing the buttholes of dogs. There you go.
You're
That is my headline.
crocodile expert, motherfucking crocodile expert.
That's it. These people become experts. This guy is a croc expert.
They're saying he's Australian. Apparently, he's Australian. He's a big thing
Well,
in Australia right now.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where he's from. We don't care about where you're from. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you do, as long as you love dogs.
Yeah. Stop this. Sick fuck.
The guy is a dog lover. What can I say? And this is BBC's headline. This when I saw this headline, I didn't like it. I was like, what do they mean by this? Okay, look at another headline. I'm telling you, people don't like Nigerians. I'm telling you, I'm calling this example of
This is racist.
racism.
Yeah.
This is
Cancel,
example of
Frank.
look at
Cancel right now, Frank.
the Tigres overcome adversity. The way they look at it like it was a narrow escape, we narrowly won. We overcame adversity to shine at the Olympics. Come on, we won. Can you? What is flowery language? We won. The end.
They overcome the racism, Frank. They overcame. They broke the glass ceiling of
What do you mean
racism.
by-
Frank.
We overcame adversity to shine at Olympics. We won. We won. That is all. That is all.
They don't want to say it. They don't want to say it.
Nigerian Tigres won. The end. That is a banger of a headline. What do you mean by
Like,
we
give me a
overcame adversity?
participation. You
said-
got a participation trophy, Frank. They gave you a participation trophy. You didn't win. You overcame adversity, so you got a participation trophy. You couldn't win.
We knew we were not going to win. We knew when we saw that the next country we are playing with is the US. We're like, all right, this is it. We've tried. We know this is the point where we start, thinking about going home. We know we are not going to I
No,
mean,
but
beating the
don't you
US.
know the BBC is anti-racist. They are very
Yeah,
progressive.
except for Nigerians, apparently. And you know, we are the first West African country, or the first African country to make it to the quarterfinals in women's basketball Olympics. We are the first. This is groundbreaking stuff, and that is always supposed to be the headline. Talking about, okay, this is historic. No, it's that we overcame adversity that they decided to make the headline. I mean, look at that.
They're calling you Uncle Ruckus in the chat, Frank.
Can you imagine? What have I done?
Man,
What have I done to deserve this?
What have you not done?
What have I done?
What is that profile picture?
What have I done? I agreed with Candice Owens 100%. I think Ataturk is a Jew. What should I say? What should I say to wash myself of this bad reputation of being Uncle Ruckus? What can I say?
Look at his profile picture. What is he trying to say with that? Like, I feel very uncomfortable looking at that picture.
That's because you're a racist. I won't stand for that. Okay, I will stand for that.
It's not because he's looking at me like he's gonna fucking take me behind the grocery store and do things to me. Come on, it has nothing to do with his race. It's like,
I do not stand.
Marley, please change your profile picture.
Not funny. Do better. Let me say all the things they say. Educate yourself. Do better. This is not allowed. This is racism. I do not stand for racist joke. This does not recognize the history of discrimination that Black and brown people have suffered in America and in the world. So I do not stand for that. I am 100% opposed to that. Uncle Ruckus, you are amazing. You look very nice. You look kind. There is nothing threatening whatsoever about your face. You know, so this is the face that I use for advert, and I like it. Okay, this is my opinion.
Oh, you
I'm
like
not
it.
racist.
No wonder you like
Now,
it. You know
yes,
what?
you can continue with your racist views. You can continue with your racist views. It's freedom
you
of.
like
I
it
believe in
so
free
much.
speech, so I will allow. I believe in free speech, so I will allow Yaşa to continue saying all the racist things he wants to say.
All of this
Yes, I
racist
believe-
speech coming out of my mouth.
But the guy looks scary. Let me not lie. Let me bring that face again. Woo! Look at that face.
Did you see the both of the males in Olympics? They both of them, the Taiwanese and the Algerian guy. They both got in
both of them are
finals.
set to take. Yeah, both of them are
They have
set
the
in
new-
their.
They have the article
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I do. But that's not the article we are going to look. That one is already known. I will not look at any article that says it. I will just announce it.
You will
Both,
announce.
yeah, this is me. Breaking news from Nigeria. Iman Khalif and the other one are both qualified in their in their respective categories for the finals. Okay, and they are set. There is by all indications they are going to win the gold. Both of them in their different category are going to claim that gold medal title. Okay, so your bet should be on them if it wasn't already, and they are making us proud. Every wannabe woman is looking at them, and like inspiration. We are getting inspired when we look at how we are like, this is it. This is the dream. So I'm announcing that, and you should know that. And now we are going to look at an article that talks about the issue, and that article is none other than
Prepare for transfer.
Yeah, but before that, I want you to see, listen to look at this headline from
This is a good video.
Man pretending she was saying it in Arabic anyway. Man pretending to be woman in Olympic boxing says, "I love Allah. I have Allah with me. Allahu Akbar."
Allahu
Powerful.
Akbar.
منذ سنوات وأنا مهاجم في الاتحاد الدولي الذي ظلمني ولكن أنا عندي الله الله أكبر
شكرا إيمان
No. Come back and say that Allahu Akbar again.
ظلمني ولكن أنا عندي الله
Takbir!
الله أكبر
Allahu Akbar.
Shukran.
Such a lady. Such a lady.
Even her voice will tell you that this is a lady. She will sing. If she's in the choir, she'll be singing soprano. This is a very ladylike.
Jax is going wild in the chat right now.
الله أكبر.
شكرا إيمان.
That is powerful stuff. Powerful stuff, guys. Let me see what Jack says. Wow, look at the gifted membership. This is 15 thus far. Just I really, really, really appreciate. 100. In fact, I'm indebted. What should I do? What do you want from as in
They want
name
you to tap dance. I saw. They want you to tap dance.
No, it just has to be the one to demand it, not all these people. Not all these people that
I
are
saw
getting
it in
free
the
membership. Not all these people getting free membership telling me to tap dance. Who are you? Do I know you?
Do I know you?
Tap dance for who? Yeah, so you can see how praising Allah for the victory. And here is an article. Here's an article talking about from the Atlantic, talking about it. And the Atlantic, they really surprised me. This article really surprised me. This person, Helen Lewis. I mean, I am like,
Obviously,
I mean,
Nazi.
she's not. Well, let's see. Let's see.
Obviously, a far right conservative Nazi
Very soon she'll be
transphobe.
called. Yeah, very soon she'll be called all of those. If she continues with this line of thinking, she'll very soon be called a far right Nazi, stuck in the old ways. A cake individual, unupdated and outdated. Very soon. So let's look at
can you put their images up while we read this? Like both of them, those Imam Khalif and Lin Yu Ying.
Okay, let me find their pictures, download it, and then put it up.
Both of them. They look so male, dude. Like the Taiwanese dude is not even trying, man. It's not even like he looks like a dude.
That guy, that Taiwanese guy is my as in my inspiration. When I look at him, I'm like, this is it. This is what I should be doing in the next 4 to 5 years. This is where I should be.
They have women's boxing in Nigeria, right?
Yeah, they do. We do. We have women boxing in Nigeria.
Look at the first picture.
Even though it's not me, even if it's not me, I encourage every man who is in the male category of boxing in Nigeria. I'm encouraging you. If you can hear me now, if you want us to go for gold, you want us to get that gold medal the next Olympics, maybe you should consider having an epiphany. Okay, maybe you should consider having like a revelation, an insight about your personality, about who you are inside. It's about time you discover your true self, okay, and realize that actually you're supposed to be a woman. It's about time.
Look at their necks. Look at their necks and Adam's apples.
Look at this guy's Adam's apple is the worst. This guy, even the man born could not make this person a woman. Nothing can make this person look like a woman. This is 1000% male. And this guy, sorry, this lady, this beautiful lady, this epitome of
look at the nose. Maybe he is also Jewish. If you look at the nose.
Yes. He's secretly Jewish. I know the Jews are always spreading all this, LGBTQIA plus things in the world.
Yeah.
According to
look at the article I sent you on this on this StreamYard. It's obviously a Zionist conspiracy. I think it's obviously a
yeah. You see?
The fucking clown.
It's always Jews. What have we done to the Jews? They cannot just leave us alone.
Yep, they're behind everything.
They're behind everything. They're 100% behind it. Anyway, let's go to this article. Let's go through this article.
Hard. Okay. We have the backstory about the Jewish conspiracy and
yeah. So now that we've set all this, basic information, things that you need to know. Now let's get into the article. Look at my uncle.
They've got Eve ananas, not an Adam's apple.
Who said that?
Jax. Jax's comment.
I agree. That's exactly what they have. That is that is what they have. Let us move on with this article. With no more distraction. Let us go through with this article. In the past 2 days, Iman Khalif and Lee whatever, the two boxers at the center of a storm over their eligibility to compete in the women's category at the Olympics, have been subject to brutal public scrutiny and appalling abuse.
Oh, brutal public scrutiny.
I'm telling you, very
Appalling
brutal.
abuse. Very appalling abuse.
Very appalling. I empathize with them. Yeah, when I saw, look at when you see this lady crying, I mean, look at the tears in her eyes.
إيمان
Look at the tears in her eyes.
منذ سنوات وأنا ألاكم في الاتحاد الدولي الذي ظلمني ولكن أنا عندي الله
الله أكبر
الله أكبر الله أكبر.
منذ سنوات وأنا ألاكم في الاتحاد الدولي
Oh, the poor thing.
ولكن أنا عندي الله
She has been abused.
Appalling abuse. Appalling abuse.
Yeah,
So-
and if you are wondering who is abusing her, in case you are in doubt, these are people these are those who are responsible.
The Jews. The Turkish Jews are abusing her.
Exactly. The descendants of Ataturk, they are busy making this woman's life a living hell. Mind you, she made this statement after fighting. Guess who she fought when she made this statement? Guess who she fought? Just to let you know that this conspiracy theory is true. Guess who she just finished fighting?
Oh.
A Turkish boxer, a female Turkish boxer. She just finished.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, this is not a
No,
coincidence,
wasn't
guys.
she Italian? She was Italian. I think she was Italian.
No, this is
She
not the
was
Italian. This is not the Italian. She fought. You know the Turkish lady that did this. Wait. No. The Turkish one. I think he fought the Chinese. Okay, no. Who fought? Let me be sure. I think it's the Chinese person who fought. Okay, it was the Chinese person. The
No.
Chinese
Iman was fighting an Italian lady, and they started calling the Italian lady like a fascist or something. I don't know.
Yes. Who is the second person the second country she faced?
I'm not sure.
Let me see. Algerian female boxers opponent.
Look at the pictures. Maybe you can see from there.
Okay, there's Karini. Who did she fight?
Yeah.
Okay,
She fought the Thai lady.
Thai lady. Okay, why the Taiwanese person fought a Turkish? Oh, okay. Sorry, it was a little. My conspiracy theory was not conspiring. So my bad, guys. Next time it will work. Okay, next time we'll catch them. Next time, okay? The Turkish Jews.
Just say Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, we'll get them. Mashallah, we'll get them. Anyways, but the International Olympic Committee should never have allowed the ugly spectacle to happen. Both athletes are not guaranteed to win medals. They are not guaranteed. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. They're not guaranteed to.
As if they weren't from the beginning. You're fighting against women.
They're not guaranteed. But both still face questions. A year after the International Boxing Association publicly raised the issue over whether they have XY chromosomes and a disorder of sexual development, also known as an intersex condition, which gives them
I don't know. Why is everybody talking about this intersex and blah blah blah? There is no evidence. Only evidence they have is they have XY chromosomes. They're male. No, nothing else. The dude obviously has balls and a dick in the picture. He's using protective gear on his balls. Women don't use those. He has balls. Stop talking about this intersex bullshit.
Calm down. Now it's not time to talk about your weird obsession with the genitalia of men. Calm down. Okay? Calm down. This is not Freaky Friday with Frank. Calm down.
This is Freaky Friday.
Let's entertain the possibility, the alternate fact that this person is actually an intersex person. Okay, let's just entertain that. Okay, where was I before you interrupted me with your transphobic opinion? Okay, both still face questions. A year after the International Boxing Association publicly raised the issue over whether they have XY chromosomes and a disorder of sexual development, also known as an intersex condition, which gives them an unfair advantage over other women. Some boxers who have lost to Lin or Khalif at the Paris game have protested by making double X gesture, a reference to female chromosome with
Wakanda
their fingers.
forever. Wakanda.
They were doing Wakanda forever, but with their fingers, which I find very, very racist. But that's a story for
X,
another day.
X, X.
But that's story for another day. Let's continue. Let's proceed. This is very important. These are the lives of people at stake in what we are talking about. Even though answer will not be serious, but we're talking about the lives of people. Okay, very important stuff. The Olympic bosses have screwed this one up with their ill preparedness, buck passing, and passion for incomprehensible language. I agree. Uh, the portrayal guideline issued ahead of the Paris game instructs journalists that the phrase biological male is problematic. But without that phrase, explaining the debate becomes impossible. Oh, now you are beginning to understand when we talk about the attack on language, the use of language in the West, and how language is being distorted. If you cannot use biological male, then how do you talk about what is going on in the Olympics? Of course, you can't. But then
You
you have
talk
to
about anything when you take the most basic terms and their meanings away.
this biological male is problematic. The reason why biological male is problematic is that it's reminiscence of the old ways, things that happened during
old
the Stone
ways.
Ages. Yeah. So that is why it is indeed problematic. Social media commentators have confused and inflamed the situation with inaccurate posts. Right-wing politicians like Anta and influencers have piled on, suggesting that these athletes are simply men punching women. I mean, meanwhile, traditional media,
Evil right
evil
wingers.
people like
Always doing this shit.
Turkish
Evil
Jews,
people.
Turkish
Yeah.
Jews who hate trans people are piling on. Anyways, moving on. Meanwhile, traditional media, also known as left-wing media, have often floundered, unable to describe accurately where the disagreement actually rests. The result is a bitter debate
Really?
fueled by yeah.
Really? What's the disagreement? Men are fighting women. It's so hard to
Yeah.
understand.
Meanwhile, traditional media is confused. They are also unable to accurately, describe, what it is about. That's what is happening. The result is a bitter debate fueled by misinformation on many sides. In a sport where matching the size and strength of competitors is vital for safety as well as fairness. And I think, I'll give this person credit for bringing up the issue of safety and bringing up the issue of fairness. As much as there are so many things that the person is saying that I'm like, come on, are you serious right now? But I'm like, look, this person is also, in a way, still trying to be sensible. Using the leftist language to express that point, even though I know they will not be recipient to it. They will not receive it. No matter how you present it to them, they will still not receive it. Last year, the IBA disqualified. He said?
Sounds very Jewish.
Yeah, very Jewish. If you trace, who is writing this article, you discover that person is a Zionist. But let's not expose them. Last year, the IBA disqualified both Khalif and Lin from the Women's World Championship, saying that both boxers had failed tests to determine their eligibility to compete. The IBA leadership had since indicated, without providing detail, that these were genetic tests that revealed that the two women have XY chromosomes. The IBA and the Olympics.
You know why they are always shortening IBM and they never write what IBA actually means? It's the International Boxing Association. The actual people who box every day and compete every day, the actual International Boxing Association of the world is like, these are men, and all the news are like, oh no, they're not credible. They don't know anything about boxing. They are working with the Russians.
This is their that have been doing this for years. For years, they have been the ones deciding who gets to box in what category. They are the ones who come up with many of the categories you have in boxing. But all of a sudden, they are now corrupt and you can no longer rely on them. Yeah. And it's now the IBA, some Russian organization that did what they did.
Evil Russian organization.
Yeah, the IBA is Russian language. There you go. Now you are thinking.
Like, you know Occam's razor, right? Like the most obvious explanation is probably the most right explanation. The most obvious
Yes.
explanation here is that men are fighting women, not that some evil Russian boxing organization is collaborating with Zionist conspirators. Are you fucking mad?
This is who you are. This is who you are right here. Far right politician
Oh, the
from
old
Finland.
ways, the conservative ways of men not beating women.
That is who you are. This is why you
Uh,
cannot understand where you're coming from. You need to
burn me.
update yourself. You are still running on outdated operating system. Update yourself, okay?
Yeah. Burn me at the stake already.
Moving on. The IB and the Olympics fell out several years ago over claims of corruption and mismanagement. And Boxing Federation in the United States and Britain has broken with the Russian-led association. The IOC argued that the IBA testing is flawed and use its own eligibility guidelines for women's boxing, which is essentially what a passport.
Passport check. Well,
Which is
our guidelines are better. We check the passport.
Yeah,
Those evil Russians, they do science. They do the evil science of the old ways. The X-Y and evil right-wing chromosomes.
We will just check passports. That's what we do. We check passports. That's all that matters. Check your international passport. What gender is listed there? Female.
I can become a woman today. According to Finnish law, I can become a woman today. Come on.
I'm telling you.
Stop this bullshit.
Where is the next Olympics? The next Olympics is in how many years? 4 years or 2 years? What is it going to hold? The next Olympics. You can prepare for that. You already have the physique. You don't even need to train too much. It's women you are going to go and beat. What is there?
They're both at the finals right now. They are competing at different weight classes, but it means like they're probably both gonna get gold.
Yeah, yes. They're not okay. You think that both of them are going to clash in the finals? No, they are different weight classes. Different.
Yeah,
both of them
are taking all the weight classes. All the weight classes are dominated by men.
Man, this is the only both one. Of them are. Yes, both of them are going to win gold. Okay, they are going to win gold. Just know that. No, these are no peace, like we say in Nigeria. Both of them are winning gold. Okay, and there is nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. Nothing is wrong. This is how the world is supposed to be. This is the future, and it is bright, and it is awesome, and it is utopic. I love it. So.
Everybody loves it.
Back to what we are talking about. The Olympic rules states that as a general principle, athletes should be allowed to compete in the category that best align with their self-determined gender identity. Hallelujah.
Get the fuck out of here. You can't determine your own self-gender identity.
As God intended. This is what God intended. Okay? This is divine. What do you can't speak again. This is self-determined gender identity. And then they will come and tell us that it has nothing to do with transgenderism. Of course it does. Of course it does. When you have a rule like this, your principle is that athletes should be allowed to compete in the category that best align with their self-determined gender. Why don't they compete in the weight class that aligns with their self-determined weight identity? Why don't you do that? Right?
Just go let's go like beat some midgets up.
I'll be like,
I identify as a short person.
In boxing, though biology really matters, one of the most established sex difference between male and female is upper body strength, which in boxing means that men can punch much harder. The women's category is not just about
upper body strength. It's not. These people are dumb.
But at least I'm giving this person credit because I know that for somebody in her group, in her echo chamber, it is huge progress that she's even recognized. Okay, that there is upper.
They just think, oh, men have a little bit wider shoulders. They have a little bit more.
Come on, them that will not even recognize that. I don't know if my own is that there are some that will not even recognize that they are upper body strength. That should be that they are biological difference. I mean, this person is saying so. This is monumental. You don't understand how important, how huge this is. This is like This is like when the news media was calling Ismail Hania a moderate. They are comparing Ismail Hania to Yaya
diplomat.
Sinwa. Okay, that's what
He was a diplomat. He was a peaceful diplomat.
yes, he's a peaceful diplomat. When you compare him to Yaya Sinwa, right? In the same vein, the person that wrote this article is Ismail Hania compared to the Yaya Sinwa of the movement. I don't know if you understand. So I'm like, credit where credit is due. At least you found it within yourself to recognize that even though you are not recognizing all of it, you still have a long way to go. But come on, I'll give you credit for doing the bare minimum. I'll give you credit. So that is how I see it. You know, but of course there is
They,
Muslim, there is bone density.
they made the, if you read the article, they made the fucking Italian lady who stopped the match and was like, I'm not fighting against the male. They made her apologize.
And she's not
That's
the only one who has
crazy.
apologized. She's not the
That's
only one who has
crazy.
apologized. You know, Jake
They
Paul
should be
and Logan
apologizing
Paul,
to her.
both of
They
them
should
have
be
apologized.
kissing her feet. What the fuck? Why is she apologizing? What is going on, man?
Even the men that we are outraged. They're like, what the hell is this? Even them have. Do you know this Nigerian UFC fighter? What's his name? Adesanya.
I know
Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, I know him.
You know Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya apologized. He was one of the people who were like, this is wrong.
They made him apologize. UFC
Yeah, they
has
made him
gone woke.
the same way they made him, change from Nigerian to Chinese, from Chinese to Aussie, from Aussie now to African. They also that guy is the most annoying Nigerian in the UFC. The only one anyway. The only one, but you see, let me bring the article of him apologizing.
Oh no. I thought he was a real dude, man. I thought he was like OG.
When I was seeing, I knew he was going to apologize. I got it wrong. Is Israel Adesanya issues public apology to Olympic boxer Imam Khalif. Adesanya apologized to Khalif for saying he got it. He says he got it wrong. This is the
Man,
person he
come on.
apologized. This is the
Look
woman.
at the balls. There's fucking balls hanging out in that.
Calm down. Just everybody. Her face is here. Her face is here. Okay, don't look here. Her face is here.
That's a penis.
Why do you always have to focus? Why do you have to go there? Why do you have to go there?
Bro, what the fuck? The world has
Why
gone
do-
mad.
Why
Apologizing, really apologizing.
He apologized. He apologized. Even I think Jake Paul
Can you
also
show the video?
apologized.
Can you show the video? Can you show the video of him apologizing?
Yeah, the video of
there
him
for me?
apologizing. I don't know if this is the video. If it's all those videos they just put.
You know what? From now on, I'll leave women's fight to women. I'm gonna leave it to you guys because whenever I try to speak up about it, and then apparently I got it wrong, or a lot of people got it wrong, and there's misinformation.
I think
I'm
a lot
like,
of people did, man. It's a good
Yeah,
thing that you brought this up.
No,
You know,
I
a
know
lot of
because
people did.
I spoke up about it because look, I don't like to get triggered, and when something triggers me, I'm a fighter, and I saw that I'm just like, what? And I saw the news or the
Yeah.
articles that was speaking on that. I was like,
Yeah.
why are they letting a trans person? And then I find out later, okay, she wasn't actually a trans.
Correct.
So to the lady, my bad, I got that wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like for me, still, there's just all this gray area. Even now,
How is that dude not trans? What makes it not trans? The dude has male chromosomes. He has a dick. He has a balls. He has an Adam's apple. He's pretending to be a woman. What? How is he what's going on, man?
Adesanya Israel. Is your father proud of what you are saying? Is your is your this thing you
Nigerian
just is your father proud of what you are saying? What you are saying, is your mother happy with it? When you said this, what is your parents? I am very sure they held family meeting and they ask you, what the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? What do you mean by I got it all wrong? This is one thing about these celebrities that when they hop on trends, they're always the first to start issuing apology. They're always the first. No spine. And they call themselves fighters.
fucking claims about was born an intersex and shit like that. No, what the there is no evidence of this. Nobody has showed any results of this. The only evidence, the only results that people have shown is the International Boxing Association's gender tests about chromosomes, and the dude has XY chromosomes. How do you? What is this claim about intersex people are making up? Are you serious?
I think the intersex claim came when people saw the childhood pictures of Imam Khalif. That's where
Bro,
it started from.
You can make a 7-year-old boy look like a girl any day. It doesn't fucking prove anything. What the?
For them is enough proof. For hey, say in the internet age, nothing to sway the crowd. It doesn't take much.
If you didn't know, boys and girls look a lot alike before puberty, right?
No, it doesn't. It does. According to these people, he got it wrong. Who are you? And he's a boxer. I mean, he's a fighter, so he knows what he's saying. He got it wrong. You don't fight. Do you fight? Do you fight? Do you engage in competitive boxing or wrestling? So please allow the experts to talk. What do you know?
What do I know? I don't know anything.
So yeah, there you go. Let's go back to the article. We have many articles to go through, and you are making us dwell too much on this very small mountain. Okay, the women category is not just about fairness, but about safety. This is why it is such an incendiary moment when the Italian, when Italy's Angela Carini stopped her match against Khalif after taking a punch to the face, telling reports afterwards, "It could have been the match of a lifetime, but I had to preserve my life as well in that moment." She has since apologized for how she handled the fight. What are you apologizing?
I'm so sorry I didn't want to die.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I said that I didn't want to die. I'm sorry that I said that it looks like you are going to kill me. My bad, guys. I got it all wrong. Okay, I got it all wrong.
I should have just died. I should have just died.
I should have just died. My bad.
You transphobe. Why didn't you die? Go and die now.
Why did she just die?
Yeah.
Why didn't she just die? Why did she say she has never been punched like that in her life? She should not have said that. Why say the truth? Olympic bosses have taken to giving press conferences where they seem annoyed to be asked questions which they then answer inaccurately. Why have the IOC statement been so misleading and nebulous? Perhaps because it does not want to, let's use big grammar. Perhaps because it does not want to compromise the athlete's privacy by discussing their medical details without consent. Interesting. And perhaps because the IOC
talking about my dicks and balls without my consent.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. That's not where people should focus. I don't want to be, to be humiliated by people talking about my body parts. Okay?
Yeah, stop dick riding me. Stop dick riding me.
And perhaps before the IOC's leaders are not, and perhaps because the IOC's leaders are not prepared to defend their own rules, which states that if Lin and Khalif do have XY chromosomes, they are allowed to compete in Olympics women boxing. That is it. I think this is the explanation. And you writing this article know that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether they have XX or XY to these people, to the IOC leaders. It doesn't matter. As long as their passport said, yes, as long as their passport said they are women, that is sufficient. Every other thing you are saying does not matter. That is the truth. Is that fair? Is that safe? No. But that is not what is in question. Fairness and safety is what people from the past care about. In the present, we care about inclusivity, diversity, and equity. In the past, fairness.
Read the next part. This is the best part, I think, Frank. This is the best part of the article about the evilness of the boxing association.
The IBA fired back with its own press conference. It was a chaotic, unpleasant event in which the group leader Umar Kremlin ranted in Russian about the supposed. Why didn't you say? The IOC's leader said in English. Why? What?
Those evil Russians.
Why did you mention that IOC ranted in English? But when it comes to the Russians, you have to. Oh, he ranted in Russian about the supposed disrespect to Christianity shown by the opening ceremony, which Russia banned from the Paris Games, and with Russia banned from the Paris Games, the Kremlin must be enjoying the IOC's embarrassment on this issue. See, is the Kremlin enjoying it? Yes, but people are doing it to yourselves. That you are making a fool of yourself, and I'm enjoying it. Does not mean it's my fault. It doesn't mean I am the one doing it. It's you. You are the ones doing it to yourselves. And Russia is just like, oh well, continue. If you decide that this Olympics is to amuse us, you have decided to amuse us in this Olympics. Be my guest.
Dual
Be
sex
my fucking guest. Don't make it look, and then you now blame me. You now want to make it look like the fact that I'm having fun from your demise and your embarrassing situation goes to show that I somehow I have a hand in it, or I'm encouraging it, or I'm participating. No. You're doing this one to yourself. IOC leadership, Paris Olympics. You are doing this one to yourselves. Okay.
Look at Jackson's comment. Look at chat. The dual sex passport.
Can you have dual sex passports? Right.
You get a dual citizenship. One from Algeria, you tell them you're a female, and one from like Paris and France, you tell them you're a male. So you can compete in both categories.
Yeah, you can. I think that is something that we should look into. That is going to be That is going to be very powerful. Especially you that is Turkish, Jewish, and Finnish. You can have like 3 passports, right? You have the Turkish, the Israeli, and the Finnish passport. One will say you are
secretly a Russian passport, and secretly Afghanistani Taliban passport. Yeah.
Passport, exactly. Then one will say you are male, the other will say you are female, and then I think the Finnish one will say you are trans or bisexual.
I'm a donkey. I will become a donkey. I'm a trans speciesist.
Don't allow those ISIS people catch you if you say you're a donkey. You know what they do to donkeys.
Yeah, I know. I have to be careful.
Yeah.
or BBC zoologists.
BBC Crocs experts.
Have to be careful nowadays, bro. It could be a trap.
Yeah,
it could all be a BBC reporter waiting
both
for
sides
you.
Right. They also identify as an ISIS member. Both sides have demonstrated a lack of interest in women's sports and well-being of all its competitors. That is tantamount to contempt. A simple check swap would clear this up, reveal the presence or not of a second X chromosome. If either athletes were XX instead, she should have further genetic testing to get a precise diagnosis and determine if it affects her ability to participate fairly. If Lynn and Kelly
why do you need further study after finding out it's a male in women's boxing? So why do you need more testing after that?
This person is trying to toe the line. Okay, it's trying to strike. This is what when people say they are trying to be unbiased. This is Piers Morgan of women's sports. Okay, trying to be as fair as possible. That's what this person is trying to do right now. So I respect that 100%. It's a step in the right direction. I just want her to keep going towards the right. And very soon she will enter the far right pipeline. Before you know, she'll be a Trump supporter. So that's how she's on her way, or he or she is on her way. The person writing this. If Lynn and Kelly are straightforwardly female athletes, you have to be straightforwardly female athletes these days with XS chromosome. They should.
What an old conservative concept to say straightforwardly female. That sounds very transphobic.
Even the phrase is just so. It's just so. It's just so
maybe it's like not straightforwardly female, but like female with some extra step.
Even the phrase itself is like, this is where we are now. This is where we are.
They are female with extra steps.
Like
It just takes a
straightforward. You
couple
have
of
to
more
use,
steps. Yeah, it's like
you have to
not
use this
straightforward. But
adverbs like straightforwardly. Very funny adverb that you have to use here. Straightforwardly female. It's interesting times. Okay, if these women or these men were straightforwardly female athletes with SS chromosome, they could have appealed their IBA ban to the Court of Arbitration for Sports, an independent body based in Switzerland. Lynn did not do so, according to the IBA, and Wycliffe
the
withdraw her
dude looks like
appeal.
a dude. He would be embarrassed if he would fucking complain about. He looks like a dude. He doesn't even goes through the effort of looking like female. He's a dude. Why would he even complain?
He didn't even try. Lynn, one thing
Oh,
I like about Lynn is the fact that he's putting zero effort. Like
yeah. Lin is like zero effort. I
zero
like this
effort.
guy.
He's not even giving.
bullshitting around.
Why Iman Khalif is even responding to critics and all whatnot. Lynn is not even talking about it. When asked about
See,
it, Lynn doesn't say anything
the
about it.
world is not even talking about Lin. Lin is playing his game very, very good. He doesn't give
Everybody
shit.
knows
He doesn't give two shit. He's like, I'm a man. What up, motherfuckers? And nobody says shit. This
Nobody knows
Iman
what are
is
you going
acting
to
like
do?
a woman and doing like a big deal. That's why the world is like, oh, the Iman Khalif and Iman Khalif. Lin, I respect Lin. He gives zero fucks. He gives zero effort, and nobody is even blaming him. Lin is gonna take the gold. Lin is gonna take the money. He's gonna go home. Nobody's gonna remember him. Nobody's gonna think he's a bad guy. Everybody's gonna blame Iman.
Because
The one
because
who
Arabs,
actually showed some effort.
because Arabs are oppressed. Okay, this is it. This is Arabian discrimination. This is bad. Why are Arabs always getting the short end of the stick? This is
Yeah.
not good.
It may be
Okay?
because Lin is not making up
Stand up.
bullshit about Zionist conspiracy. Lin
Look,
is just straight up saying, I'm a man.
Iman
So what?
Khalif should borrow a leaf from Lynn and just shut the hell up. Shut the hell up.
Just shut your
Iman,
mouth.
Iman
Go
Khalif, let
fight
me
the
tell you
woman.
something.
Shut the fuck up. Take your money
Iman
and go.
Khalif, let me tell you something that no one has told you. Be a man, okay? Be a man and keep quiet.
This is so dumb. But I do respect this Taiwanese guy. He gives no fucks. He gives zero fucks. He doesn't care.
He knows what he's doing and he doesn't even care. He's like, I'm
No.
going to do, what are you going to do about it? In recent years, most controversies over eligibility for women's sports have involved trans women. IOC's president, Thomas Bach, dismisses the past week's debate as a culture war, exactly, which might be true. Many newly minted women's sport enthusiasts have emerged with strong opinions, but ignore the fact that addressing intersex conditions is an ongoing challenge in women's sports. What do you mean by
No, it's
many
not.
newly
It's not.
minted
It's
box
not.
women?
It's not
Phrase
been an issue
is
before. What the fuck? You've tested
this
their
this phrase
chromosomes before. You've
this phrase
tested their
is so
gender before.
this
So
phrase
dumb.
is so funny. Look, am I a fan of women's boxing? No.
No.
I was
No.
not a fan until I saw men's and I was like, wow, this is interesting. Let me see how it turns out. That is because I like watching men fight. You get what I mean? Why I'm interested is that you have brought men into the channel. Wow, this sport is now interesting, man. This is that is why I'm interested. This is why I'm interested. Maybe if you don't want people to talk about it, you remove the men out of the equation, and then you take women's sport back to the to obscurity.
You
because
know
when
what?
people don't,
I think this
men
is
are
a
not interested in women's
conspiracy.
sport.
This is a conspiracy to make us interested in women's boxing. I
In
think.
women's sports, yes,
Put
I
a
think
put a couple of dudes in the women's boxing, and now suddenly everybody is interested, right?
everybody's interested. Nobody cared. Nobody cared in the past about. I don't even know who Angela Carini is. I don't know
No.
who any other all the names I've been getting these days. I can mention now like 5 female boxers. I'm like, wow, this is progress. Look at me, I'm becoming liberal.
Maybe we should
I
just
don't like
replace
women's stuff.
every woman athlete in every sport with males, so people would be more interested in women's sports. It would be like equity. It would DEI equity. We would give equity to women. Just replace them with males, so people get interested in women's sports. Because
Yeah.
nowadays nobody cares about women's sports, and it's very misogynist, Frank. So we have to replace them with males.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
very
I agree.
progressive.
I agree. I think, see, when they say diversity is our strength, I think it applies in women's sports when you allow men in. You will see that actually diversity is our strength.
Everybody is a Muslim man. Diversity.
Diversity will be
Everybody is Imam Khalif. I'm a Muslim man. Then it's diverse.
all right. But ignore the fact, okay, trying to suppress people's question doesn't work. Okay? And just makes life harder for the athletes involved. Interesting. I don't know. This empathy for the athletes involved is powerful. For years, doubts over the South African runner. I know they're always going to bring this one up. They're always going to bring this issue up. For years, doubts over the South African runner, Caster Semenya, was deemed to be racist. And rival runners who questioned her eligibility in the female category suffered abuse and death threats. Yet, the court's judgment in her case revealed that she was not simply, as she had often been described, a female runner with naturally high testosterone. She had XY chromosomes and a condition called 5ARD. So why she was running and she was always coming first place, the women she was competing with, we are like raising concerns that this is not fair. And some we are like saying, oh, she's a woman, she just has high level of testosterone. But after going through testing, they found out that, oh, actually, this person has XY chromosomes and is actually male, genetically male. Although genetically male, another phrase, genetically male. This is a phrase. You should get straightforwardly male, biologically male, and genetically male. These are three categories now we have seen thus far. Although genetically male, people with the condition lack a crucial enzyme, 5-alpha, whatever, which means that as a fetus, their body cannot process a masculinizing hormone called DHT, which helps determine how the reproductive.
That's why Imam Khalif has huge muscles, a wide neck, and dick and balls, and an Adam's apple. It must be because of this, because he cannot handle masculine hormones or stuff like that, right? It must be because of that.
This is the thing, we cannot really say for sure at the end of the day, because one is the IBA is not telling us what they tested for, right? Because XY chromosome, having XY chromosome may mean you are a male who have and you have other like hormonal.
No, but people with this condition don't present male. People with this condition lack masculine traits, right? If you look at Imam Khalif, he has all the masculine traits.
Caster Semenya was like,
oh, he was racist.
No, people who criticized him, the South African runner, were racist. Let me show you the picture of the person.
Okay.
The person looked really, really masculine. Really,
He's a
really.
woman, right?
Look at that.
No,
It looks
has
really,
XY
really.
chromosomes.
This is really.
He's proven. Is he proven intersex? He's proven intersex, right?
Yeah, it's a proof. Yeah, to be intersex.
Okay.
XY. Why is this? So like.
No, but why don't we just then have
this
own
person claimed
categories
to be
people?
female?
Why don't they just compete against each other then? Why do we have to compete against women?
That is why for women for women's sports, especially for women's sports, because men do not have this issue, especially for women's sports, you have to check both chromosome and testosterone level. You have to check for those two things. You really have to check for, because if somebody if somebody has intersex condition, certain intersex condition, and then goes through as a woman, goes through male puberty and develops, the skeletal and muscle structure of a man, and then is fighting or competing with women, it's not fair. People, as much as people want to be like, oh, let us be inclusive. The truth at the end of the day is that we can't really include everybody. It's just the truth. We cannot really include everybody. And these people are a small minority that they cannot have their own league. Like, how many intersex people are there in the world, and how many of them are into sports, and how many of them are running? You cannot give them their own league, because how many would they be? It would just be this guy and the wind competing. So
Yeah, but that's
know.
what it is basically now. When they enter women's boxing, the women are no match, and in the end, in the finals, there is again just intersex and trans people. So just make their own category, and in the end, it will just be the same. Just go straight to the finals. Doesn't matter. It's the same now, right? It's the same now.
So that is why I feel at the end of the day, it's just what we as people of the world, what we need to recognize right now is that certain people cannot compete. I know it doesn't sound nice, but you just have to admit it. Certain people cannot just compete. Sad but true. Certain people cannot compete. Like for me, I'm ready to accept this reality. I'm like, even if I have a child tomorrow and this child has this condition, this child is into sports, I'm going to tell the person, look,
No, but if
it's
you
not
don't
going
fit
to.
the category, if they don't fit the category. If you don't fit the category, why are you competing in that category?
And there is no category that they can fit in that will have a large number of people competing in. That's the problem. And they will not want to compete with men because obviously they are not going to win. That's the funny part. Like, as this person is genetically a man, which is, genetically a man, she, or I don't know if I'll call the person he, will not compete with other men, even though biologically, this person
Yeah,
fits
why
that
not just
category.
compete with men? If you have male genetics, why not just compete with men? Okay, you're female, whatever. We will act like you're a woman, and you can call yourself a woman, and your passport can be woman. But your category is most close to male. Then just go compete with the male. Oh wait, when you compete with the males, you are not at number one, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can.
okay, now we get it.
So that's why it's always in women's sports that they start to drag. That is where all the issues is. I really empathize. On one hand,
Like
you have the women. On the other hand, you have
I don't get it. If you have, okay, let's say you have both genders, right? Okay, he has both genders. He's intersex. He has balls, dicks, vagina, whatever, tits, everything. He has everything, right? Why
Mhm.
choose women's competition? Why not go to the men's then? Because the women's is more easy. You're gonna win. It's obvious. You're gonna win. That's what
That's
it's
it.
up.
Yeah, that's the reason. That's essentially the reason why they go to women, because there they know they will win. They won't compete with men. And that's why I feel for the women. You guys have to always, you women and Imam Khalif, they always get the short end of the stick. Sadly enough.
Horrible, horrible, brutal abuse.
Although
Brutal,
genetically
brutal
male,
abuse.
people with this condition, okay, we've talked about that. They are therefore born with internal testes, but external female genitalia, and thus many are raised as women. At puberty, their internal testes starts to produce a different masculinizing hormone, testosterone, which their body are able to metabolize, and so they develop typical male muscle mass and proportions, and their genitalia takes a more male appearance. At this point, some people with 5ARD feel more comfortably identifying as male rather than as women. Okay. This is why the IOC's insistence that Lynn and Khalif were born as women, a phrase banned by its own guideline, but never mind, is enlightening, is unenlightening, right? It doesn't tell us much. If they are born as women, what does that mean? Does that mean they were born with this condition, and then later on they discover, as when they go through puberty, that, oh, actually you have testes inside you, and you have XY chromosome, and certain things happen, you have certain deformities and stuff, you know with a 5ARD, a child can be registered as female at birth, but later develop a significant athletic advantage during puberty from the effect of testosterone. Some other intersex conditions, such as complete androgen insensitivity syndrome, in which a genetically male body is completely unable to produce masculinizing hormones in the womb and throughout puberty, provide no edge in sports, and so are not a barrier to competing as a female. After the court ruling, Semeya was asked to reduce her testosterone level to compete in the female category. She declined. For me, I believe if you are a woman, you are a woman, she said at the time. Semeya, who retired from athletics and is raising a young family with her wife, has since written a book about how she found the scrutiny over her case humiliating and degrading. You know, this is another thing that I find very interesting. It's like even the people, the women themselves, or the men, or the intersex people themselves, they are not even making matters better. They always play this victim game. It's like I cannot even recognize that there's somebody on the other side, and I cannot see things from the side of the other person. You know, I cannot see things from the side of the women. I cannot understand their plight in the case in sense that they have a very delicate spot, and with the existence of intersex people, it is always going to be difficult for them. They don't even see it like that. All they talk about is, oh, look at what happened to me. Look at how I feel. Look at how they are trying to humiliate me. Look at, even Iman Khalif said they are bullying her. She's being bullied, you know, or bullying him. Or these days, I keep misgendering and using the wrong pronouns for Iman Khalif. He keeps saying that they are bullying him and stuff, you know, and they keep playing this. They are not even helping matters, you know. The same thing with Simaya. He or she, who is he will say now that he's a lesbian woman that is attracted to women, you know, but you know, went through male puberty and as growing up into adulthood, started having a male genitalia and now has children. I don't know if they are biological or adopted. It's yet to be seen. But let me not pry further before she will say me prying is making her feel humiliated and degraded. Far be it from me to do such a thing to a strong, powerful woman of color. You know. In fact, she even said that the genital inspection is an even naked parade. You know, that's what is happening when they are trying to verify whether you are XS or XY. So,
Parade them around naked in front of everybody.
yeah, adding to that, many people with 5ARD have no idea of their condition until adolescence, when they are forced to reassess their identity at a profound level. To have your sense of self challenged like this must be an extraordinarily tough experience. The person who wrote this article loves adverbs a lot. It's too much. Are you noticing it?
Yeah.
All these adverbs, are they necessary? I thought they said the road to hell is paved with adverbs and
They're
adjectives.
complicating this like unnecessarily complicated. There is no need to complicate this.
Anyways, World Athletics, the body governing for running, track and field, and related sports, have tightened these rules since Samaya was competing and has authority in other sports, and the IOC differ to them. Having scrapped its own sex testing in the 1990s, they differ to the World Athletics. Why they don't have any sex testing rather since the 1990s. Blah 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 blah. Let's get to the conclusion of this. There's a part in this article that this debate is not about whether to accept someone's sense of their own gender or about an intolerance of gender non-conformity. Both this person and this person are
non-conformity. Oh, get the fuck out of gender non-conformity.
But this is
gender non-conformity is more about like a woman wearing jeans, a man being a little bit more feminine. Not an obvious man beating up a woman in the Olympics. Has nothing to do with gender non-conformity. This is so dumb.
Yeah, but this person who wrote this article is agreeing with you. He said this debate is not about whether to accept someone's sense of their own gender or about an intolerance or gender non-conformity. Both these people are lesbians who face abuse for their appearance during their career. After all, a transgender boxer is competing.
How convenient! How convenient! These men are lesbians now. How convenient! They like women. They have dicks and balls, and they're lesbian. How fucking convenient!
This person, a Filipino trans man, a biological female, is competing in a women's event. He has no sporting advantage because he has chosen not to take testosterone to masculinize his body. During the same American collegiate swimming season, when the transgender woman Leah Thomas became a national talking point, another trans swimmer was competing in the female division. His name was Isaac. I don't know if you understand something that this person is pointing out in this. He
That's
said
a
the writer
female.
of this
The
article.
trans
Yeah,
man who had undergone a mastectomy is
yeah,
a female.
the writer of this article is pointing out that there are trans men who are competing in female sports.
So
Like,
there are females competing in female sports. What's the
essentially,
issue?
they are female,
What's
they
the
are
fucking
female.
issue? That's not
The
an argument for
thing is,
letting males.
no. It is a good point. This person is raising a good point. This is the point he's raising. He's raising the point that nobody is having controversy about saying these trans men should compete in men's sports. Do you understand?
Why would I have? There is no advantage.
Yes,
There is
yes,
disadvantage
yes,
actually. I would
yes.
actually root for that trans man in women's sport because he has a disadvantage. I would root for him.
You don't get the point. You this transphobe. You're not getting the
Yeah, I'm a
point.
trans.
The point is no. This person is making quite a valid point. The point is the LGBTQIA plus community is not agitating for trans men to compete in men's sports. Do you understand? He's pointing out a double standard. Like there are trans men competing. You get it now. There are trans men competing in women's sports, and the LGBTQIA plus community is not saying no, go to men's division. They allow them, but why can't they allow trans women to compete in men's sports? Do you understand? Do you understand the point he's trying to make? So he's saying, look at this Filipino trans man. He's a biological female and he's competing in women's events.
Making a very stupid comparison. It's
a very good point. It's a very good point, but your transphobic, mentality is not allowing you to see it. It's a very good point. In my opinion, I think it's a fair point to make. To people who are in the left, who are left leaning, it's a fair point to make. The fair point is if you don't have an issue with trans men competing not for me, this is not an argument for me. This is an argument for the left. I don't know if you understand. Put yourself in the position of radical leftists and just listen to this argument. Just wear the thinking cap of a rabid leftist. Okay? Are you wearing that thinking cap now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as a leftist, why are you not outraged that a trans man is competing in women's sports? That is the argument. Why don't you see that as a problem? But when we say that trans women should compete in men's sports, you have an issue. Meaning it is possible. You get what I'm saying? So it's a very good argument for people on the left to consider that, okay, if you're like trans people should not be excluded from sport, okay, you can include them, but they can also still participate in the sports that align with their biological sex and still be trans.
If there was some trans man,
yes,
in men's sport, like women that went into men's sport and competed in men's sport, I would root for that guy. I would root for that trans man because that's an underdog. I wouldn't be against that, but this person, he thinks like he's making a good argument and a good comparison without like realizing what the fuck, trans men are female. Of course, they're gonna compete with females. They're gonna compete with females.
No. I think this person makes it. I think people on the left who are not completely, absorbed into, that think tank and that echo chamber, if they have any good sense, this argument will appeal to them. It should appeal to them because it should make sense to them. Because if they really want to adhere to their standard that people should compete based on the gender they identify. That's what FIFA said, right? People should belong to the category that they self-identify as. That's what FIFA said, right? I mean, as if FIFA, that is what the IEC said, right?
Not only they are letting men fight in women's league, they are gonna force women to fight in men's league.
Exactly. That is what he's saying. That's the point. If you are going to stick to self-acclaimed sexual identity, then why are trans men in women's sports?
What an argument.
That's a good argument. That's a good argument. But you are still too transphobic to recognize. I believe now you are being sarcastic, but it's a very good argument. Okay, people in the comments, what do you guys think? Is it a good this argument? Is it a good argument? What do you think, Jax and Co? Tell me now, what do you think about this very sound argument? Don't let me down. Okay, you are my fans. You're not fans of. You're not fans of. You're not fans of.
This is dumb. This is dumb.
No, it's a good argument. It's a good argument when you are dealing with stupid people. It's a good argument. That's the point I'm trying to make. You know. Anyways, let's read the second to the last part.
Read the last part, please. Read the last part. Just. My brains can't. No, just.
There is that we've not even gotten to the most interesting one yet. We've not even gotten to the Al Jazeera post. The Al Jazeera post is pure gold. I'm telling you, gold. Okay?
No,
the Al Jazeera,
my brains.
No. Just take water and you will soldier through. Okay? All right, let's read the last paragraph.
Okay.
Imam Khalif and this person have been through hell over the past week, and the determination and discipline they have shown.
I've had to punch women in the face. It's been so horrible.
But if the question around their eligibility remains unresolved, the medal they win will always be an asterisk next to them. We always have an asterisk next to them. That isn't fair to them, not to them. It is fair to them. The people that it is not fair to is their opponents. Okay, the people it is not fair to is their opponents. If there is an asterisk to their gold medal, it is fair to them, 1000% fair to them. With people that it is not fair to, in fact, is the least they can. In fact, is the least of. In fact, they should not be allowed to compete. Is what they should get. That's what is fair. They should not be allowed to compete as women. That's what is fair. But if there's an asterisk, we can settle for that one in this brave new world that we are living in. You know. So yeah, Yaşa is not feeling this article anymore.
No,
Like-
my brains hurt.
I'm not feeling this anymore. Anyways, if you don't like that one, prepare for the worst. Look at the headline. Let's look at that beautiful headline. Read the headline. Read the headline. Let's-
What the dark imperialist past and delusions of white. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
This is why I love. This is why I love Al Jazeera. This is why Al Jazeera is the epitome of excellent journalism. This is it. This is it right here. This is why I love Al Jazeera. I love this headline. This is 100% the best headline to come out of this.
Are you fucking serious? Dark imperialist past. Are you You're kidding me, right? This is like an onion. This is an onion article. You're lying. This is an onion article, man.
No, this is Al Jazeera. This person who the woman who wrote it. Let me tell you. Let's look at her Al Jazeera page rather. Rugby Hamad is an academic, cultural critic and author of White Tears, Brown Scars: How White Feminism Betrays Women of Color. You know that she's an intersectional feminist. You can just see clearly that she's a staunch intersectional feminist.
So if you don't let Algerian men beat up women, you are a white feminist who betrays women of color.
Exactly.
And a dark imperialist, racist, colonialist, Zionist.
The attack against the Algerian boxer reflects not just West's distorted notion of race and womanhood, but also its dark imperialist
fucking race and woman. Get the fuck out. What is this person thinking, that just because that guy is Arab, we have to pretend he's a woman? Race in what the fuck, bro?
Oh, you're going to love this article. You're going to love
I
this
am
article.
also from the Middle East. When you look at me, you see a woman because of your Western delusion.
No. You are the Middle Eastern face. You are the Middle Eastern face of white supremacy. Why me? I am
this anymore. I can't take this. A dark empire.
Didn't they call me Uncle Ruckus? I'm the West African face.
You're the
of-
Uncle Ruckus of the dark imperialist, colonialist, Zionist conspiracy, Frank.
That's me. That's me.
That's me. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Algerian boxer Iman Khalif appeared determined not to be.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
These people are mad. You see this intersectional feminists? They are stupid. I swear they are stupid. Algerian boxer appeared determined to not be browbeaten by the global controversy over her gender, defeating Thailand's this person on Wednesday to cruise to the gold medal bout at the Paris Olympics. Khalif exploded in the global spotlight when her Italian opponent withdrew just 45 seconds into their match. Carini promptly busted into tears, citing a punch to the nose harder than she has ever experienced in her life. After it was reported that the International Boxing Association, which is not recognized by the IOC, had disqualified Khalif along with Taiwanese boxer from last year's World Championship for failing an unspecified gender test. The accusation that both of them are male ignited. I won't speculate on Karini's intention because I'm already going to say she's a racist, but let me pretend like I've not said she's a racist already. I won't speculate on Karini's intention as to whether she was deliberately presenting herself as a victim and Khalif as a male usurper. Karini claims she was simply upset at losing and was not making a political point, and later apologized to Khalif. Regardless, the damage was already done. I mean, the damage was done by Karini. This is powerful stuff. The damage was done by Karini. The damage was not done by Khalif. Oh, speak of gaslighting. Ladies and gentlemen. This is gaslighting 3.0. Wow. What is that your name again? Ruby, you are the best. You are too much. Ruby, I like you.
Look at her last name. Look at her last name.
Ruby Hamad.
There we go.
Okay. My book, White Tears, Brown Scars. Look at the historical.
White tears. Oh, the white people they're crying because we're doing such anti-racism here.
Yeah. Looks at the historical and contemporary positioning of Europeans, i.e., white women, at the pinnacle of both femininity and victimhood, and and interrogates the power of what we commonly refer to as white women's tears, which I prefer to call
this is white supremacy, Frank. If you don't let Arab men beat up European women, that's white supremacy, man.
That's why it's called white womanhood or white women's tears. Powerful. In this dynamic, which plays out on both an individual and national level, white women's emotional distress is used as leverage to punish people of color who happen to be in conflict with them. I argue that it is so much the tears of it is not so much the tears or even the person emitting them.
You know, she thinks that women of color, like the Algerian men, are so much stronger and so much better than the weak, crying white woman. Haha. Now
you know what I like about this idiot that wrote this article, this complete idiot, is that she looked at the historical and contemporary position. And in her historical analysis, she did not come across the part where Arabs were kidnapping white women and turning them to slaves. She never, in her historical analysis, saw that. She never saw where Arabs were taking black women as slaves. She never came across that in her historical contemporary analysis. This idiot, in her historical analysis,
1,000 years of Arabic slavery.
The only history that exists in this idiot's mind is white European history, because she wants to make white people out to be racist. The person who wrote this is so stupid. So stupid, it is annoying. Although I'm laughing and I'm making fun of it, but it's so stupid, it is annoying. And I know that the only publication the only news agency that will publish this level of nonsense, it can only be Al Jazeera. It can only. be Al Jazeera that will publish this rubbish, and this is Qatari-based news network that know all about Arabian conquest and brag about it and talk about how that is the golden age of Islam when they were busy taking other people's women. And some stupid white people and some stupid white people fall for this rubbish every single time. That's what annoys me. Some stupid white people fall for this rubbish every single time. I'm like, do you know the people who are pointing fingers at you are so there's so many things. It's like they say, when one finger is pointing at you, 4 others is pointing at someone else, 4 others is pointing at you. That is what it is with these people. When they point one finger at you, three other fingers are pointing at themselves. After analyzing the historical and contemporary position, you are an idiot, my dear. You are a big idiot. I have lost
my cat is trying to tell me something. I don't know what she's.
Hey, look at you. Look, we have a guest. What's the name of your cat? Let us introduce your cat to the stream.
My cat is trying to tell me something. Maybe she's hungry or something. Keeps interrupting me.
For those who have
I don't know.
Like us that don't.
There you go. There you go. Go back to sleep.
So yeah, that is what you get from Al Jazeera. That is, and also to make their points, they are like some of the people who we are outraged. We are J.K. Rowling and Donald Trump.
Oh, though that evil J.K. Rowling. How dare
and
she?
Giorgia Meloni, the far right, Italian far right.
Italian far right, the Meloni.
Oh, very stupid people. Italian far right Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. I know they're just going to go for that one. And of course, J.K. Rowling is known for objecting to trans women and some of them. Just this is 1,500 word article to talk about nonsense. This person even wrote a book explaining this rubbish that she said she analyzed.
This is horrible.
Let us go for some comic relief, guys. I think we have been talking. Let's go for some comic relief. And
What do you have for us?
Look at this powerful stuff. This is a US-born Palestinian runner, Leila Asmasri.
The American Egyptian. The American Egyptian, aka also known as the Palestinian.
Also known as the Palestinian.
Yes, of course.
The American Egyptian, also known as, because most of the people claiming to, this is the truth, most of the people claiming to be Palestinians are Egyptians. Yes, Arafat, born in Egypt.
They're all from Jordan. They're all from Jordan and Egypt. They're all from Jordan and Egypt. There is no native Palestinian. The native Palestinians are Jews themselves. It's all
Jews.
bullshit.
That is the native Palestinians are Jews. The ones in the south is from Gaza, are from Egypt. The ones from the west, from the West Bank, are from Jordan. The ones from the north.
That's why, like, the people from the West Bank, they rarely even identify with Gaza. They don't even have relatives in Gaza. They have more relatives in Jordan. They're like two different people. They're all Palestinian for some reason.
They're all Palestinians. Yeah, that's and as you can see, look at this Arabian face. This is the
that is a face of a Palestinian woman.
That's the face of a Palestinian woman, 100%. This is that they are. Oh, what is happening? Increase. I want to increase you. I want my viewers to see this Arabian face. Clearly, this is an Arab. Okay, this is a Palestinian. Despite how white
the sign literally says Egyptian. Almas.
Yeah. That's her surname. That's her surname. Her surname is the Egyptian. That is her surname.
It literally says the Egyptian.
The Egyptian.
This is so
but
dumb.
Of course, she's from Palestine. Okay, moving on to one more thing that I wanted to talk about. You can see in the thumbnail that I am based of Candace Owens, not Candace Owens, rather Kamala, I said, let us talk about some American politics while we are at it. You know, talk about some interesting American politics.
You can
Now, you
literally
guys
go into
remember, you know,
Google. You can literally go into Google and write Al Masri translate into English, and it'll say
If you go yes. Let me even bring it. I even have it like one of the things that I
bring it
wanted
up,
to show.
show it up. Like literally, her last name is the Egyptian, the American-born
Yeah.
Egyptian, but she's representing Palestine. Does the Palestinian
Yeah,
people know about this? Do they even have a Olympic committee? What?
She's from Nablus. What are you saying? She's from Nablus.
No, you
This is
can
when you
just
say
put in Google
Almaty.
Translate. Write Al Masri in Google Translate, and you'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, let me try Google Translate.
Go into Google
Meaning,
Translate.
let's see. But this Wikipedia just said it, mastery is a slang word meaning Egyptian. It is also referred to.
Yeah.
It also refers to the Egyptian Arabs.
And
Is
if
it-
you
or
put
you also
all
put
in,
Egyptian
you put
Arabic.
all before it, it means the Egyptian. So she's
Egyptian.
the Egyptian
Egyptian.
herself, the Egyptian.
I mean, that is the definition of she's indeed a Palestinian. No. That is what it means to be a Palestinian. That is exactly what it means. You can't get more Palestinian than this. That to have a surname like Al Masri is proof that you are indeed a Palestinian. It doesn't get more Palestinian than this. So that's nothing more to say to that. Let me. I think I brought out something about Kamala Harris, and this is somebody who is black talking about Kamala Harris. You know,
Corrupt
if
witch.
if it is Trump that said it now, they'll say he's racist. But hear it from a black person, hear it from a fellow Uncle Ruckus, or what will you call him now, Uncle Tom? Hear it from.
And then you got Queenla Imhoff in there. You know who Imhoff is?
The name.
And then you got Queenla Imhoff in there.
Did you hear what he called Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
You know who Imhoff is?
No.
Yes, you do.
Who?
Mrs. Imhoff, Vice President of the United States, who goes by her maiden name,
Miss Kamala?
Kamala Harris.
This guy does not have time for BS. It's like Miss Emhoff. If in case you don't know who Emhoff is the son name of Kamala Harris's husband. So he's referring to Kamala Harris by the surname of the husband, not by her maiden name.
She's got 2 Jewish children she adopted. She married a Jewish husband who's got a interesting.
I'm scared to talk about Kamala Harris. I'm gonna let you have that one.
She's a witch, and she is a corrupt witch. She's been corrupt her whole life, and she fucked her way to the top.
That is not Donald Trump. That is not Donald Trump. That is Judge Joe Brown. Okay? That is not. That is. These are things that people have been saying about Kamala Harris, even amongst black people. You know, but once you say that you're not black, you're like, oh, racist. I just want to.
They used to detail this witch in the LA Times with her sexual escapades. She fucked damn near everybody trying to get up. She used to be a frat hoe when she was at Howard. And she ain't black. You know,
I ain't got to do with this, Miss Harris.
I mean, well, don't, but she's
I don't know. I'm just listening.
Well, here's the thing. I actually met her father in Jamaica. I was the guest, sat at the Governor General's table, and he was a professor.
Okay.
And he represents as a Hindu Brahmin. He admittedly has some Irish in him. All right. The person that Kamala Harris is saying is her black great-grandmother is, in fact, according to Daddy, in an article he wrote, which has now been cleaned up on the online edition of that magazine, was a Hindu house servant, not a black woman. So her mother is listed on her birth certificate as Caucasian, even though she's dark, but she's a Hindu Brahmin Tamil caste. Now, Interestingly, do you know what the anthropological name is for what Kamala Harris and her parents are?
No, sir.
Indo hyphen Aryan. See, they are Indo-Aryans from the from India. So you got the Aryan Brotherhood, the Aryan Nation. What's going on is the Aryans, they claim to be one with look like Come Queen Harris. You know, I guess what she did is
this guy keeps calling her Come Queen. Man, this man does not have filter. He has no filter. You know what? That's enough. That's enough. We've had enough. Let me not continue. Let me not continue in this sexist in this sexist
Shame on
display.
you, Frank. Shame on you, Frank. How dare you show this?
I am going to do better. Okay, I'm going to do better, and instead, I'm going to show Kamala herself talking. Okay.
Oh, I
so
see
you're
this.
now no longer are you necessarily keeping those private in some file cabinet that's locked in the basement of the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's on your laptop, and it's then therefore up here in this cloud that exists above us, right? It's no longer in a
No.
physical place.
No,
You are an idiot, man.
that's not how any of this works.
Man, without due respect, Iwe said you are dumb. Man, you are dumb. Actually, man, that cloud is actually a physical space.
There are servers, physical computers.
Man, there is something. It's like a big man. You know how she likes to explain something like she's talking to children. Let me explain it for her. Man, it's like a big computer. It is called a server. That is where that cloud, that is where it is not
The
in
cloud
the cloud.
is magic. It is the magic. The magic
When it's
cloud.
that is why when there is a data breach is when it's usually when it rains. So your data in the cloud is under threat. Okay. Kamala
There's
Harris
also another one. She was explaining machine learning. Can you put that one? Kamala Harris
know if
machine learning.
I don't know if I have-
Look that up. Look that up. She's explaining how AI works, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Let me check here. Kamala
Harris machine learning.
Machine learning. Okay. This is going to be interesting.
And I think the first part of this issue that should be articulated is AI is kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence. But ultimately what it is it's about...
I'm hearing that for the first time, by the way. I didn't know. Did you know that AI is artificial intelligence?
Did you know AI is 2 words?
It's 2 words. It's 2 letters, not 2 words. You see, you don't even know. It's 2 letters.
What?
It's not 2 words.
No,
it's
but
2
she
letters.
said 2 words.
She said 2. Did you
said
say
2
2 words? Oh,
artificial
no.
intelligence. But
Let's go back.
it's kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence.
See, okay. 2 letters. I hope you are learning well. 2 letters. Let's go back.
I thought it was 3 letters, not 2.
Yeah, I was thinking it was 4. I was thinking it was 4, but now she has corrected me, and now I know it's 2.
And I think the first part of this issue that should be articulated is AI is kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence. But ultimately what it is it's about machine learning. And so the machine is taught. And part of the issue here is what information is going into the machine that will then determine, and we can predict then, if we think about what information is going in, what then will be produced in terms of decisions and opinions that may be made through that process.
Powerful stuff. I just learned something new today. Do you know that AI is something about it is called machine learning? Did you know?
Yeah.
And they actually teach the machine. They take the machine to kindergarten. And
This is like
they take it from
she's had a very brief talk with some AI guy who've just given her like this short point of what it is, and now she's just like parroting it to other people as if nobody knows what we're talking about. Oh, she just learned this, she knows about this, but it's obvious that she's talking on a level you would talk at children. You would talk at children at that level. Oh, there is a machine, then you give this machine, then it is it's dumb.
That's how she talks like she's
Very
talking to children.
simplified. Yeah.
She acts like she's talking to children. And that tells you the people that are voting for her. Yeah. So she's actually coming down to the level of her voters. So, you know. And none of them are called. None of them.
Frank. You kill me.
Okay, so do you know music? Okay, so first of all, Charlie Mingus, really one of the greatest jazz performers ever. One of my favorite albums of all time. Roy Ayers, Everybody Loves Sunshine. You know this one? So good. It's a classic. And then Porgy and Bess, right? And this is a beautiful one. It's Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong.
You know what she's trying to do? You know, this is how they pander to the black people. Like black people, you're supposed to, like I always say, black people should feel insulted. This is how she's pandering
not
to you.
black.
Oh, look. No, but she's pandering to them. She's like, look at the dicks that I bought. I bought. Do you know who this guy is? This black guy. Do you know who he is? I bought his CD. Do you know this guy? Oh, he's a classic. I will never
look
listen
at all
to
the
this.
black culture I am making.
Yeah,
right
look
now.
at that's
Look
what
at-
she's
look at
doing
this.
right now. That is, and black people, you have to recognize this. That there is no other demographic.
They don't respect your intelligence, man. They
don't do this. Don't do this with any other demographic. Check. When they are looking for Asian votes, they don't tell Asian people, oh, look, I listen to Opan Gandam Style. They don't do that. They only do it with you. It's only you that they do it. At one point, you have to be like, what do these people take me for? What do they really take me for? Do they really think I'm stupid? And maybe some black people prove them right. Yeah, they think you are stupid, and some of you prove, and some of you are ahead to now prove them right by voting for Trump. Will say black jobs. Everybody's like, oh. Kamala Harris will say black business, and nobody will.
I guarantee you, Trump has more black friends than Kamala Harris has ever had. I guarantee you.
Let me know. I don't know. Maybe, likely, Anyways, so let's not dwell too long on this mountain. Let's look at the super chats that have been. Most of the super chats are just giving us.
Oh man, this has been a brain fuck. My brains don't work after this.
That's what you get on Freaky Fridays with Frank Steven. Just keep on being yourself. Never let anyone shut you guys up. It's not going to happen. Like, let me tell you guys about Anta. They have tried to imprison our brother over here, but that's not succeeded. Instead, he now has many fans in the prison. In prison, he has opened a prison ministry.
In the prison of Finland.
Yeah, in the prison of Finland, he has opened a prison ministry. He's now talking to the guards, talking to the police. They are now his friends. They now read his articles. This is the progress that we are making. Hey, YouTube has sent me a warning for my utter dislike of number 2. So I'm going to make more members of channels I support. Are you serious? I don't know why my channel does not receive this kind of I don't know. Maybe my mother's prayer is really strong. We've seen this. We've seen this. Guys, from Peter Henderson. Thank you for the $5 super chat. The wonderful woman just give so much to us. How do we give Jazz? Jazz, how do they gift you? You gift Jazz by gifting me. Okay, that's how it happens. I will give her. You gift her by gifting me. She's gift me. Send the money to me. She will hear from me. Okay. And Peter is saying again, just love your Your love you, beautiful Christian sister. Yeah, she is. She's a very amazing, wonderful person. And the last one's good question asked by Happy Mark. How did these men qualify? Did they fight other women? Yeah, that's what they did. Essentially, they fought other women. Look at your face. Look at your face. Cheer up, brother. All right, this is the last one. Frank Anta chats, you are all on fire tonight. Thank you. Such great laughs. That's what we are here for. All right, guys. Before Anta starts snoring on the live stream, let us, bring this live stream to a
Brains
close.
hurt, man.
I don't know why. What have you been doing with your brain that's making it, feel the way it is feeling? All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's been fun.
Must be all this transphobia.
That's why you should rid yourself of transphobia so that you will not have headaches and be tired. Okay? Be like me. Be as energetic as I am. Always on fire. Be like that. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you. It's been fun. And until the next live stream, peace.